I say that as my heart's beating out of my
I
chest.
know. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 3 of McLanecast, the podcast brought to you guys straight from the students of the Art Venture Production Academy. I'm your host, Aaliyah, and I'm here with the class of 25 today. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Katelin, and I am the treasurer.
Hi, I'm Jewlisa, and I'm the president.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah, and I'm the vice president.
It's so good to have you guys on today. So, to start off, the school year is coming to an end, and this was your first year here at McLane. So, overall, how do you think the year went for you guys?
I guess
It's okay.
The year for me, it was really good. This year I really got out there, got out my comfort zone, and I did things I never thought I'd do, and I just met a lot of people, and it was really nice, and it was a great experience for me.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, for me it was also really good. I think something that I would actually just change a little bit was just for me to get more involved and get to know people more, because I'm kind of a kind of shy person, so I don't really talk to a lot of people. But yeah.
Yeah, it's still good that you got involved, even, as an introvert, things like that. It can be hard sometimes.
For me, it was just I don't know, I kind of feel like it was good, but then everyone was expecting everything from me, and it was overwhelming.
Yeah, I get that. Things can be overwhelming sometimes. But that kind of leads into my next question. What struggles did you guys face, in particular, and how did you overcome them?
So I feel like a lot of freshmen had trouble getting involved in the school year, but I feel like that was very easily for me. My main struggle was with my academics. I've never struggled academically as much as I have this year, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've always gotten good grades. I'll do fine in high school. It's gonna be so good. I'm gonna just get good grades all the way around. And no, it was really difficult for me to stay on top of my grades, and it was harder for me to understand things. I just had to apply myself a lot more than I usually do.
Yeah, a struggle for me was, like I said, getting involved, because it was very hard for me. But then a way that it helped me was by joining leadership, or doing this freshman class, because it just ended up helping me get to know more people.
Going back to what I was saying, when they're expecting everything from me, I feel like they're expecting everything from me, but the struggles for me was that every time I miss school, my grades drop.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think a lot of people face that this year.
Yeah, I feel I was if I miss one day, it's gonna be fine. I'll be able to get back on my work. But no, just missing a day pushed me back so much more than it would.
For sure. Especially, I know me in particular, I'm involved in a lot of things. So, missing, for example, I miss my 5th and 6th period, at least twice a week, because I'm always doing things. And I miss my math class, at least once a week because of things. So, it's hard staying on top of your grades when you're gone so much.
Yeah, I do a lot also, and I feel I'm getting too used to missing class, which
Yeah.
is a bad thing, because then I just have to go home and do all that, and I'd rather do that at school. But then, I'm so involved in school. I like being involved in school. It makes this experience way better for me. But then I just, fall back on work. But I get on top of it, but it's just, finding that balance between those two.
And, we're coming off of quarantining and not doing anything for 2 years.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
hard to
different.
find that balance again because, we went from 0 to 100. And I think next year, we can figure that stuff out. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Was it hard for you to balance things?
Yeah, very hard.
Especially coming back, this is a new school for us. We came back to a new school with a lot of new people, a lot of people. And a lot of people different ages, and a whole bunch of new different schools. So it was really different for us coming back.
Yeah, I think a lot of people felt overwhelmed. And I'm sure you guys do too, being involved in so much. So how do you guys, cope with those feelings of overwhelmness and anxiety?
Like I said, I miss days off, Like sometimes I'd be like, okay, I'm like doing too much. I just need to take a day off, like just to like reset and like get some work done, but not like push myself too hard as I usually do. Something else that helped me was like talking to friends. I have close friends that I've met this year that have helped me a lot, and just like they understand, and they just make it a lot better because I know that, oh, I'm not the only one feeling like this. Like other people feel like this, and it's okay, and I could get through it.
Yeah, for sure. Did you guys want to add on to that?
One thing that helped me relax a lot was like just going out and like hanging out with my family, or like going out with like my friends, just so like it can help me relax and just like get my mind off of it.
What about you, Jeremiah? It's okay. I know for me, one of the things that I do to help like unwind is I watch a lot of TV shows. And, you know, it's really nice to go home and just relax and take your mind off of school, you know. So is there anything like that that helps you just relax and calm down when you feel anxious?
For me, I listen to music. That's it.
I love music.
Like, it helps a lot. Like to sing your pain away.
For sure. I love my concerts in my bedroom, but my sister, I share a room with her, so she hates me for that.
Sharing a room with sisters, it's hard.
It's hard.
No, sharing rooms with brothers.
Oh,
It's
that's probably
hard.
even worse.
Oh, I don't even go in my brother's room. I'm like, I'm not going in there.
So going back on topic, the opposite of what we were talking about is, you know, we were talking about unwinding, things like that, not doing things. But the opposite of that is getting involved, which you guys talked about too. I know you said you struggled getting involved, and you said you didn't, Jewlisa.
No, I didn't.
So kind of going off of that, how do you think, what's a way you think other freshmen or even any class, like any student, could get involved more?
I think they just need to like get to know teachers. Cause me, I met like Miss Rodriguez, for an example. Miss Rods, like she like, I don't know, like when you communicate with them, then they help you to get more involved in things, and then they make you like meet more people.
Yeah, our leadership teacher, Miss Rodriguez, was a great person to help me get involved. Like, I barely met her, and she was telling me already like how I could do so many things, and that she think I'd be great doing this thing, and I could do this thing. And she'd tell me events. Oh, you should go here. Like, oh, you should go hang out with these people. And like, it just gave me like so many people to talk to, and like things to go to meet new people and get involved. It was really nice.
A way for me to get involved was through like my friends. If for like an example like Jewlisa and Jeremiah, I wouldn't be in student council if it wasn't for them, because you know they actually really helped me get involved more by like motivating me and like just hyping me up basically.
For sure. I think a lot of people don't exactly like have the motivation to get involved sometimes. You know, that can be hard because we go through, how long is a school day? 7 hours? Something like
seven?
that?
I thought it was
6
8.
to 7.
I don't even know.
It's around 7 hours. We go through a lot of school, you know, all of our classes, and it's hard for people to want to, you know, go through like another hour after school or before school when we just want to go home and relax. So why do you think getting involved is beneficial for you guys? You know, what's your guys' motivation to stay involved in so much stuff around school?
I know you said like some people find it tiring, like doing so much around school. I don't like. I think I'm tired when I'm not doing anything around school. Like I love to like be around school and like go to games and hang around with friends. That makes me like energized. Like doing nothing, it makes me tired. So I feel like them being tired is just I don't get it.
Not something that you can fix, really?
Yeah, I feel like they just need to like, I don't know, like get more
No,
involved.
you're
It's
good.
hard because it's so easy for me and like I can't really explain it. So yeah.
No, for sure. Do you guys feel the same way as her?
Yeah, and like now that I'm like more involved, I realize like how fun it is.
So like
like-
just trying it.
Yeah, because it's just fun. Like you get to do so many things.
It's okay, Jeremiah. If you don't have anything to add, it's okay. I'm gonna stop putting pressure on you. I'm so sorry. So next question. What was your guys' favorite memory at McLean so far? So like this year.
I really don't have one yet. I have one, but it's a lot of them. So like,
No, for sure. And you guys are barely freshmen, so I'm sure your favorite memory is like just to come. But is there anything like notable?
So far, oh my gosh. There's so many things I could think of, but this one's gonna be from football season. It was our rivalry game against Hoover, and leadership students usually have a little competition with Hoover's leadership. So in the night, late at night, we McLean students, we went to Hoover, and we just like
I think I
put
know
up
which one.
balloons, put up posters, like just showing us like we're gonna win tonight's game. Like Friday night, we're gonna win. And Hoover came to our school, and it was just fun, and being with
You're
my
involved
friends
in
out. Yeah, it's really fun because like you even go out like outside of school, being
Mhm.
involved. It's really fun.
Yeah, for sure. And that sounds like a lot of fun.
My favorite memory so far is back in October when we did pumpkin craving to like raise up money for us, and Jeremiah and I actually like carved a pumpkin for ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
and that was actually really fun.
Yeah, it's something so small. you know,
Yeah.
it's notable. And you said you didn't have a favorite memory?
no. Well, actually, now that they say stuff, I think one of my favorite memories. Well, it's not favorite, but one of them that like I thought was good. Like when we was working the snack bar when we first met Mr. Ramirez. So it was fun.
During football season?
Yeah.
I probably bought from you a couple times.
We were on the
No.
opposite team
Oh yeah, I
side.
was on
No,
like the
that's
opposite
Yeah,
I didn't
side.
I was
Right.
always in the opposite team side
Oh,
because
yeah.
during football season, I was always helping broadcast. So I was in the,
By
I
the
think
box.
it's Crow's Nest. Yeah, by the
Yeah.
box with the
Okay.
cameras. So I was always there.
That's one thing I didn't like. I wanted to sell to our people. I only seen
Aw.
the other side.
I know I did too, but then like McLean, actually, if you guys like after, if you guys see like how much crowd it is over there, it's very
McLean
hard.
The downside, we didn't make as much money as McLean's side, but they had so much more people. I don't know if we would have done it because it was only like what, the three of us, 4 people maybe.
Right.
Yeah, so we had a good little working thing going on.
I kind of feel like we did it. Like,
We did good.
yeah. We
Yeah, I'm
did
sure
good.
you guys did good. And you're freshmen, you know, so.
Some people did better with the money than others.
Oh, yikes. What does that mean?
There was trouble saying who's gonna go back and get the food, who's doing the
Right.
money, who's
Oh.
giving tickets. Like we were
It was
like,
hard.
who's doing who? It's like it's so hard like to get organized.
Mm-hmm.
We literally had a whole argument about that.
So the next question that I have for you guys is, what moments are you most proud of, like from, I don't want to say this year because maybe there's something in elementary school that you guys have and want to talk about, but in your like lifetime, what are some of your proudest moments?
One of them are, well, I got 2 actually. So it's one for this year, which is that like we're the first freshman class that really do stuff like to get the students, you know, like
Involved.
together, yeah,
Also,
involved.
to add to that, okay, so the freshman classes before us, they haven't raised money. Like they've never had money in their accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And we're the first freshman class to actually have money and raise money for our own class. And I was like really proud of that. Like knowing no other freshman class did that. I was like, that seems so easy to us. Like we did that so easily. I was like, we got this. Like the rest of the year is gonna be easy if we did that.
Yeah, and that's a really big stepping stone that you guys have set now for future freshmen.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah, one of the proudest moments for me was like raising enough money for our freshman class. So then like we get to use it in the future
Mm-hmm.
and like actually make a use out of it. So yeah.
I'm a little bit ignorant, but what do you guys use the money for?
Oh, so we're planning on okay, so we had event. I don't know if you seen the events we had for like spring break blast. Like, no,
No?
you didn't.
I'm so sorry. I
Oh
feel
my
so bad for like
gosh,
admitting that
no.
live, but no.
Okay, did you at least see the beautiful poster we had on the stage?
Oh yeah,
Okay, yeah.
you're
we did
talking about
that.
the lunchtime events.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Okay.
Never mind. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we used some of the money on that because we had a lot of candy giving away that week.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
And then something else we're using that for, like just like future events, like what
Pumpkin
next year?
craving.
Next year we're gonna have to
the
plan
Sadies.
Sadies, and then our junior year we're gonna have to plan prom. So all that money we're making is leading up to those events that we're
Oh,
planning.
so you guys keep that money and it like rolls over to the next year?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh.
like if we want a good prom,
That's a good head start then.
Yeah, we're doing good. We're gonna have a good
Like, a
year.
lot,
We're gonna have
yeah.
good years.
Sadly, I won't be there for you guys' prom, but hopefully Sadie's. I'll be there for Sadie's.
You will.
We'll
It's gonna
invite
be
you.
good.
Personally, thank you. I was gonna say something before, but I totally forgot. Were there any other proud moments that you guys can think of?
Oh, a proud moment from this year. So this was the beginning of the year again, football season. I have a lot of good memories from football season. But homecoming. So I won homecoming freshman princess.
I remember that.
You do? Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. I think that's when I met you.
Maybe.
No, I met you at Senior Sunset. I was there.
You were a teen. Okay, yeah,
I was
definitely.
sitting at-
You're right.
Oh, but
That was the first thing I ever did for Clifton, actually. Like, I'm pretty sure if I didn't go to actually, no, never mind. He would have dragged me into something eventually, but...
Were they saying Senior Sunset? I meant Sunrise.
Oh, it was sunrise.
Yeah, it
You're
was
right.
Sunrise. It wasn't Sunset. Oh, proudest moment. Proudest moment.
Sorry. Okay,
Proudest
sorry, I
moment this
totally
year.
cut you off.
It's fine. I went on. So I joined the, what is it called? The polls, I guess? Last minute? Or like I
You
joined
won.
last minute. Yeah, I like literally the last day, I only had like, 3 hours to get signatures? I needed 50 signatures to get like
For
in the
homecoming,
polls.
right?
Yeah. And I was just doing it as a joke. I was doing it last minute.
Oh.
I was like, I don't think I'll win, but I'll just try. And then I did it. I got the signatures. And then like a week later, they told me I won. And I was like, really? I didn't think I was going to win because it was just a joke. And I feel like not that many people know me. So I was like, oh my gosh, I won.
But that's
Like,
amazing.
It was weird.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And I know before we started recording, I asked you if you planned to be president all 4 years. And you said you didn't think people would vote for you, but
Yes, I don't think they will.
I think they will. Like, you're really involved, and I feel like when you get involved, people like know you more.
See you around.
So I totally see you being president all 4 years, if that's what you want. You know.
I do want it. It's just voting makes me nervous.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
I lost an election at the beginning of the year
Oh,
too,
no.
and that traumatized me.
That's the scary part. That's what I'm scared of. I
No,
know.
it's okay.
Like losing, you're gonna lose sometimes, but it's scary. Knowing there's a chance you're gonna lose and you're not gonna do it. It's scary.
For sure. That's why okay, never mind. We'll talk about that afterwards. What I was gonna say is you're all in student council, but is there anything outside of student council that you guys are involved in or want to be involved in the future?
Probably like my sophomore year, kind of. I probably want to join football, but I don't know.
Ooh,
I'm
sports.
still debating because it's a lot going on. Like, I was gonna like probably join my sophomore year, like right now, like go to practice, but it's just too much going on, and then school, and then like it's hard.
No, for
So-
sure. I get that. I wanted to join volleyball, but I
Me
don't think
too.
I'll be able
Yeah.
to do
I
that.
wanted to join volleyball
This
too,
year, I usually play
but
sports.
it was hard.
Like I usually play sports and I do a lot like of activities. And this year, I don't know why I didn't try out for anything.
Really?
And yeah, my whole family was like, "Why aren't you doing anything? You're in high school and you don't think you think you're too cool to do sports." And I was like, "No, it's not that. It's just I don't know. I don't know why. I was like more involved like with leadership and student council.
It just wasn't a priority for you.
Yeah, it wasn't like doing leadership brought me like more joy than like I think doing sports would. But I think next year I do want to do sports. And
What
maybe
sports?
Softball, maybe volleyball, like you said. That's why when you said volleyball, I was like, oh, I wanted to do that too, but I wasn't
so
sure.
badly wanted to. Softball. I am the media manager for the softball team, and I love the coach. Sadly, I'm not there right now, but softball's so much fun. That's like the only high school sport that I kind of, or at least for the girls' sports, that I kind of have knowledge of. But softball, it's really fun. I love the girls on there, so like whatever you want to do, just go for it.
Yeah. That reminded me of something else. You manage softball. Something else I want to do, like all 4 years of my high school, I managed boys soccer.
Yeah, and
So-
you and Karen killed it for
Yeah, we
soccer.
did so good
I
our
looked up
first
to you
years.
guys, seriously.
We tried. It was a little the coach forgets a lot of stuff. Sorry, Mr. Rodriguez. You kind of forgot a lot of things, and me and Karen, we had to be on you more than you were on us. But it was a good experience. I love those boys. They made it so far. I'm so proud of what they did. I want to do that all 4 years.
You should do that because you seriously, like, you guys did amazing.
Thank you.
And what did you want to do? Like,
This year I'm in Hmong dance.
really?
Yeah, and then I don't know if I want to do it all 4 years though, because I don't think I'm gonna have time. Because when I become a junior, I want to do cart. So yeah, and then I know that we're all in the medical pathway.
All three of you
yeah.
guys?
Yeah, we all are. I forgot about that.
Oh, and I'm in a JROTC pathway too.
JROTC?
So yeah, those are the things that I'm gonna do. I'm planning on staying in the medical pathway for all 4 years though.
Same.
Yeah.
All four of you guys?
I like that pathway. That's my best grade I have.
Really?
It's fun and easy for me. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's how I am with Art Venture. That's probably the only, because I'm in yearbook and video production. I feel like those are the only two classes I have A+s in. But
Yeah.
if I wasn't in Art Venture, then I wouldn't be here. So I'm happy about that. So was that like all you guys wanted to say about, what topic were we on?
That was
What you would want to do.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you guys wanted to be involved in?
I don't think
That's kinda
so.
sad.
Not that I know that
Something
right now.
else. Key Club. Like. I
Oh,
feel
you
like
wanted
Key
to join?
Club does a lot.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
Key
was
Club's
like,
definitely.
Yeah, my friend Jocelyn is in Key Club, and like she always talks about it, and she talks so highly of it. I'm like, maybe I want to do that next year.
For
it sounds
sure.
really fun.
They meet after school on Wednesdays, so if that like helps.
You're like, I know that much.
Yeah, because maybe I could join next year, but I'm pretty sure they're having a meeting right now
Yeah,
because
they
it's
are.
Wednesday after school.
Yeah.
And so my schedule's always clashing with things, sadly.
Yeah.
You
That's
guys
the
should
problem.
definitely join photography club though.
I'll
Next
try.
year. Moving on. So we talked about some of your struggles before, but now I want to talk about like some of the challenges that you face that you think are overlooked because you guys are freshmen, and like how we can fix them.
Do you want to go?
It's okay. Don't all talk at once.
I have to think about this question.
A struggle. Like I said, like my grades, like I've been struggling the most with my grades, and I feel like a lot of upperclassmen are like, "You're just a freshman. Why do you care so much about your grades? Like your grades get more important as you get older." I'm like, but I care about my grades.
Yeah,
I
for
want them
sure.
to be good. I want to do good, and I want to know I'm doing good, and I want to know I'm learning, and I want to
You
be
need to
good
tell
and
me.
get good grades.
For sure, and you need to tell me what upperclassman told you that, because I'm an upperclassman and I totally regret not caring so much about my grades in like earlier years. Yeah, like I feel like if I cared more at the beginning of the year, then I wouldn't be struggling so much right now with my grades. And it's not like I have bad grades or anything. It's just I feel like I'm never gonna get to valedictorian status, you know, and I plan on going to a competitive college, and so I feel like, you know, I have all the extracurriculars planned out. Like, my application looks good on that front, but the only thing is my grades, you know? So stay on top of your grades if you plan on going to college, for sure.
Getting good grades was like
And
really
that's another
easy for
thing
me.
that I'm like, I want to go to college, but then like, I don't know,
I
like,
don't know.
I want to go, but then I, like, and a part of me wants to, but then a part of me is like, you can do it. Like, you can't, like, don't go, but then a part of me, I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's understandable. You guys are still young, you know. When I was in, actually, this year is when I finally, like, figured out what I want to do with college. Like, the beginning of the year, I thought NYU, because I want to go to NYU, I thought that was, like, a goal that was never, ever going to be accessible. But now I feel like it is accessible, so not knowing your freshman year is completely fine, you know. You have so many years ahead of you, and I don't think you need to have everything planned out right now. Like, you don't even have to have everything planned out when you graduate, you know? Like, there's people in college who don't have majors, so I think you're good.
You saying that makes me feel better because I know freshmen, they're like, I know where I want to go for college. I know what I have to do. I'm like, I don't even know where I want to go.
No,
I don't know what I have
have
to
to
do.
worry
I don't
about
know.
that.
And I get scared. I'm like, do I need to worry about that yet? Like, do I need to have everything planned out?
I don't think
it
so.
worries me sometimes.
And that's understandable. I think a lot of people have that struggle, but you're still developing and growing as who you are, still trying to find your place in the world and who you are. So things can change like drastically because I doubt like every single freshman who says, okay, I'm going to go to this college and I'm going to have this career. Like, not every single one follows through with that because things change. People like different things and want to do different things. So I think you're good.
Yeah, that was one of my challenges too, was my grades. Yeah.
For sure. How do you think teachers and staff, how do you think teachers and staff can help you guys with your grades and like keeping up with it, things like that? Like, what do you expect from teachers or want from them?
I feel like it's hard for teachers because they have so many students.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of students complain about their grades, but then don't actually like do a lot to help their grade. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of those students. I complain about one of my grades, but then I get in class and I'm like, I'm not paying attention. So I do that a lot, and I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna pay attention, and I don't.
I do that a lot.
Okay, today in class I got my work done, so that was good in that class. So I'm doing better. But I feel like communicating with her and like seeing what I could do to like extra credit or like extra hours like put in after school like to get extra credit or like redo tests has helped. Just like communicating with your teachers is better. Like, they can't go out their way to help you because if they go out their way to help you, they have to go out their way to go help those 100 other students, you know? So I feel like, I have to like think
You have to
of
be
what
the one.
you want to do. Yeah.
For sure. Is there any thoughts from you guys?
I feel like it just depends on you, because like you can't always depend on the teacher to like help you all the time. So I feel like it's also you that you have to be motivated to like get your work done and like turn it in on time, because it's not always like your teacher's job for them to do that.
My advice is, I feel like it's hard your freshman year, but maybe next year, maybe the following year even, you'll find teachers that you connect with. Like, for example, I was good at science in middle school, freshman year. I was good at science. But then last year, I had chemistry, and then this year I had AP Chem for the first half of the year, and I was so lost. Like, science went from like my best grade to my absolute worst. And by pure coincidence, Miss Duque, she's a chemistry teacher. You might get her next year. Like, I had to switch into her class towards the end of the first semester for my AP Chem class, and she's amazing. I love Miss Duque, and like, she's someone that I feel like I can go to for science related questions now, even if my teacher, next year isn't someone that I feel like I can reach out to. I have Miss Duque to talk to about science. So finding those teachers that you can have a connection with for things like math, English to help you out is definitely going to be beneficial. And like, that's one piece of advice I have for you guys.
Yeah, like,
I'm talking a lot, I'm sorry.
it's fine. Our advisors, Mr. Ramirez and Miss Leyva, they've helped me a lot. They're not even my teachers, but I could go to them for anything that I need help with, and they'll try to like send me places that will help me, that know how to help me better if they can't help me enough, which is really nice because just knowing that I could fall back on them and they would help me.
It's just about being proactive.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Katelin. I'm so sorry.
They're also really good with advice. Like, if you need advice,
Like life advice?
Yeah. If you need advice about life or like just in general any advice, they're really good with that.
I feel like Leyva gets us too because she was a student here, so and she's young. She's young. Sorry, Ramirez, you're young too. Yeah, but I feel like she gets us a lot more because she has some of our teachers. Like, she has some of our
really?
teachers. Yeah. So I feel like it's easy for us to connect to Miss Leyva because she knows the struggle of some teachers, like how some teachers work and how some teachers like assign their assignments.
Do you have anything to add?
No.
On the topic of teachers, do you guys have a staff member that you feel like inspired you guys to be better? You know, like push yourself, and like how?
Like here at this school?
Oh, it can be other schools, I guess. But I was hoping this school.
There's a lot. There's a lot of them. So
Any notable staff members that stick out with you guys? Besides, I know you guys are talking about Miss Label a lot, so would it be Miss Label?
Miss Lake was one of them. It's hard because I have a lot of teachers
Me too.
that I've met this year and staff members that like have helped me a lot and pushed me to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like even Jeremiah, he wasn't talking about this school, but, but like even in elementary school, I had teachers like I was a shy student. I was really shy, but my third grade teacher, Miss Junior, she pushed me to be extroverted, and then my fifth and sixth grade teacher, Mr. Hernandez, he got me into leadership, and I'm doing leadership here now, so I feel like that's a big role. Like he helped me get into leadership. If I didn't have him as a teacher, I don't think I'd be doing leadership. So like just having him as a teacher helped me so much, and I wouldn't be like right here doing what I am if I didn't even have him as a teacher. So yeah.
yeah, me too. My elementary teacher and my middle school teacher. So like, my fourth and fifth teacher was like the same teacher because she moved up like as I went, but she moved up. So I thank her a lot because if it wasn't for her, like I kind of feel like I wouldn't be motivated like I am right now. And then also my middle school teacher, my science middle school teacher, I love her so much. Like she gives like the best advice, like what you should do, like not like telling me, but like she understands, like you know, like so. Miss DeMille, I think.
Katelin?
A teacher for me, I have a lot. Like here, I have a lot because like every teacher that I have, they're like I'm really close to like almost all of them, and so they actually all like motivate me and push me. But a teacher in elementary school, since we're going all the way back there, I think my fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Lenahan, my little brother has her, so this is kind of weird, but but she actually helped me a lot, and like, okay, this is kind of off topic, but like sometimes I used to just stay in at recess just to help clean her room, and then she would buy me Taco Bell. And I'm just like,
Sounds amazing.
and I'm just like, wow.
Nice people.
Yeah.
From this school, okay, we don't have the same leadership teacher that we started off with. So Mrs. Rodriguez, she like, as I said earlier, she pushed me like to do things. Not pushed me, but like encouraged me to do things so that I
Like
had to get
motivated.
involved. Yeah, and then I met her husband, Mr. Rodriguez, the soccer coach, and he helped me get out there. He's good with advice. Like he's helped me a lot. And then of course, Dave and Ramirez, I could talk to them about anything, and they just motivate me to do more things.
And kind of staying on topic, teachers, I feel like a lot of times don't know how to help their students. So if you guys could like give advice to the staff members on how to, I think this is a little bit open-ended, you know, make you feel more comfortable, help you succeed, you know, things like that. What advice would you give to the teachers or even staff members?
I would give them like, don't.
Stop
Like-
assigning homework for sure.
Yeah, that too. Like homework every day. Like my only thing is, if I go to your class, like we do the same thing every single day. Like it's
Are we talking
easy
about
already.
the teacher again?
No, I don't think we are. Oh,
Oh, my bad.
no.
No comment on that one. But, like, every
I shouldn't have asked
day.
that question. I'm sorry.
And
I don't
so,
have that experience for that teacher, so
I
I
kind of
don't
feel
know.
like the teachers should like get to know students more. Like even though like you think you know us, like during the school, we have 6 other classes, and if you assign homework every single day, we can't get it done because we have other classes that have homework too that we need to do. So to me, it's like.
I'm so sorry to the staff members watching, but yeah, I can complain for hours about how we have to go to school and then go home and still do school. It's just
This
Yeah,
I'm
is
so
off
sorry.
topic, But with your sister Ariana, I'm in second period Spanish.
oh yeah,
And we both didn't have time to do our geometry homework yesterday, so we were doing it in our Spanish class.
she definitely. I'm so sorry, but she definitely had time.
No! Oh no. Let's say she didn't have time.
Yes, for the sake of the podcast, my sister's straight A student. She's always getting her work done. Continue.
Yeah, homework. I feel like just give us a break. Sometimes we don't always need homework. Sometimes I just want to go home and like relax because I'm tired. But for staff members, just to be out there more, like be more involved. Like Mr. Wolf and Mr. Taran, I know them very good because they're always outside. I always see them outside walking around talking to students. But then there's like the vice principals that I like never heard that name, never seen them, and they'll start describing. I'm like, yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. Don't know. And they keep on trying. I'm like, I still don't know. Like, I feel like they just need to be out there more and like talk to students and like see what's going on, see what the kids are doing.
I think that's one of. I'm so sorry, Katelin. Were you gonna talk?
No, I was just, yeah.
I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm talking so much. But what I was gonna say was, I'll keep this short. What I was gonna say is teachers definitely. I think one of the most beneficial things for teachers and staff members is being involved with students and making those connections. You know, like feeling like the students can trust you, go to you. That's all I want to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah, being able to go and talk to your teachers is just a really nice feeling. Miss Leva, I've gone to your classroom and you're like, what do you want? And I'm like, I need to tell you stuff. And even though sometimes you're like, she tells me too much, I'm like, it's fine. I still talk to you. You get me.
Why does Miss Leva actually do that though?
It's always, you're in my class again, what do you want?
Yeah. Or it's like
Layla,
yes.
calm down. I need to talk to you.
Yeah, but having those connections with teachers where you feel so comfortable, you can talk to them like that. It makes us want to come back to school. You know, for sure.
It does.
Yeah. Something that like I want to give advice to or say is like just get closer to like the students and staff and like like I know some teachers that I could just like joke around with and they know that it's a joke. Yeah, like Miss Leva.
Oh my gosh.
Dang, what about Mr. Mark? Oh,
Mr. Ramirez?
What were you gonna call him?
Mr. Ramirez. What
Did you
about
hear
him?
that?
Why Miss Leva?
Ramirez, we could joke with Ramirez all the time.
Yeah, we can.
He-
Miss Leva, I love you, but
Okay, I
like,
feel like Leva's more business.
yeah.
Like Ramirez is there. He's a little side character to Leva, but he's always there, and we could talk to him too.
Ramirez, we love you.
I
Okay.
kind of feel like they're both like they make school so much easier.
They
Like-
do.
I'm so sorry, but to go back to on topic, the next question I have for you guys is, how did you feel on the first day of school versus now? I feel like I should have asked this a lot earlier, but
Like I said, on the first day of school, I was really shy. And so, like, now that I'm more involved, I'm just more talkative. As you can see, I talk a lot.
The first day of school, I don't remember how I felt. I feel like I was confident, but I was secretly nervous. But I was like, I got this. You could do
that's
it.
exactly how I felt.
That's how I felt too. Like I was confident, but then one side
Inside,
of me
you were
I
like,
was confident, but then on the outside it was a whole different like it was just so scary and like
just showing that you're confident, even when you're not. I feel like it makes things a lot easier because people like see that you're confident and they're like, oh, they got it, I got it, you know?
I am an expert on faking confidence because, like, right now I'm probably so nervous I could throw up. But look at me go. I'm talking everyone's ears off. I'm sorry for talking again.
You're
Go
doing
ahead.
great.
No, I don't have to fake being confident. I'm confident now. Not all the times. There's scenarios where I'm like, I don't know. I just got to be quiet today. I need to do my work, and I'll be fine. But no, I feel like I'm a lot more confident. I could talk to a lot more people, and I could do a lot more things than I thought I would ever do in the beginning of the school year.
Yeah, same. I feel the same way.
I was going to say something, but I forgot again.
I do that a lot too. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. If we remember, we can go back to it. What I was going to say is, I feel like a freshman this year, for sure. And yeah, because I've said this before, like on the podcast, but I am from a different school. I didn't go to McLane my freshman year, so we had online school last year. So I knew no one, and like I knew the teachers that I saw every day, but I had no friends here at all. And so coming in this year, I felt like it was a complete fresh start. Like I didn't even know anyone from middle school because I'm not going to say that. I didn't know anyone from middle school either. I just was not from here. So me being completely new to things, I feel like it was easy but hard to get involved because not having that fresh start, it made it easier to feel confident in myself, but at the same time, it's so new, it can be overwhelming sometimes. So kind of going off of that, what advice would you give to incoming freshmen on how to like get involved, or even just advice in general?
Getting involved, don't be embarrassed. I feel like a lot of people are embarrassed to get involved,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like I said, like, don't think you're too cool to do something. I know that sounds so dumb, but I feel like a lot
People
of people
need to hear it.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, well, my friends aren't doing it. Why am I gonna do it? Like, you don't always have to be like your friends. You could go off and do your own things. It's better to like learn more about yourself because we're still young. We need to learn more about ourselves. We think we know a lot. We really don't. Once we start doing a lot of more things, we're gonna learn about ourselves, and it's just better to like discover what we like. It makes life a lot easier to know what we like and know what we don't like doing.
Mm-hmm. I'd vote for you for president, by the way.
Thank you.
I would say like sometimes it's okay to be selfish, especially during freshman year, because like you don't need to worry about what other people are doing. Like this year, I'm mostly focusing on myself, which it's okay, but and like another thing I would say is like don't really care about what other people think. Because I feel like if you do that, then it's just gonna make you lose your confidence, and you're just not gonna be as motivated.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just saw a baby
I
in the
know, I
window.
seen a baby really
Oh. Jeremiah, do you have any advice?
Yes, this time I do. I would tell them like do not miss school. Like miss school, but don't like miss school every single day. Like if you leave early from school, like make sure like like
Staying on top of
yeah,
things.
stay because it's gonna get harder and harder and harder. But it's easy right now, but it's gonna get harder.
Yeah.
After you miss so many days, like you forget a lot of. Like you said, you've missed like what 2 classes out of a week or something like that.
Same.
Yeah. When I was doing soccer manager, I'd miss like two classes every week, and I would like have to like make sure I was getting all my work done, or else my grade was gonna drop. And for a little while, it was low, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let it stay low. I'm gonna get it back up, which I did, which was good. But something that I couldn't miss was my geometry class, because I knew if I missed in there, I'd be so lost. So sometimes I just have to like I can't. I love doing extracurriculars, but I can't. I need like to put my grade first.
And that goes back to be selfish.
Yeah, be selfish.
And it's not even selfishness. It's just
Putting yourself first.
making sure you're okay before you can do anything else.
You can't help others until you help yourself.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if I want to like play sports yet, cause I need to like worry about myself and like get my grades like. Yeah.
Make sure you're straight before you
Yeah,
do
make
anything
sure
else.
I'm straight before I do anything. Like
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
good. You want to make sure you're putting yourself first.
yeah, I gotta put me first.
Exactly.
That's definitely something I had to learn this year too. Like I was just talking to my dad yesterday about how next year that's definitely something that I need to work on is just staying on top of everything, because you miss one day and you think, oh, I'll be fine, but you're not, because then it just adds up. So
And then I miss my weekends because I'm catching up on work, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I never get a break. But sometimes I put that on myself, and it's hard because I need to tell myself I do that to myself, and I need to understand that I need to stop getting with those bad habits.
that's really good though that you guys can identify that now, and that's not to say you're not going to procrastinate in the future.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen, but at least identifying it and trying to work on it little by little, starting your freshman year, it's amazing. Was there anything else you guys wanted to say?
You said procrastinate. I feel like I procrastinated a lot, like towards the middle of this year, because I knew I would procrastinate, but then I'd get it done last minute. So I like kind of justified it, but I shouldn't have justified it in the first place.
For sure. I don't even remember what the question was. Oh, advice. Is there any more advice you guys would want to give to freshmen?
No.
I would tell them, like, especially in biology. If you guys take
Jeremiah.
well, anyways, like, biology is gonna get you, like, it's easy, but then it's hard. Like,
Biology was so easy. Well, maybe it's because I went to a different school, but biology is so easy. I swore, I'm doing AP biology next year because I did so well with biology in my freshman year. But now you guys are making me nervous.
No, you'll be fine.
It's easy. You just have to pay attention and,
that's it.
and know
You
how
just
to
have
dissect things.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like owls.
Oh my
and all that
gosh.
stuff.
In biology, they made us like dissect a chicken foot, was it?
Oh, yeah.
The chicken foot?
That was actually
and
kinda fun.
It took me so long to even like get the dang tweezers to poke the thing foot. It smelled so bad, and I didn't want
Ew.
to get near it at all. And I was having my friend do it for me. I was like right there, like, okay, do it.
Oh god, I remember dissecting a squid in middle school, and my teacher actually fried it, and we ate it.
That sounds good, though. Squid is fire.
Is it? I don't know.
At least you get food out of it. We didn't get anything out of it.
Exactly. Some people didn't want to try it, but I remember people brought their own condiments and everything.
Oh, they were ready. They wanted to try it so bad.
But one thing is, science and biology are two different things. Science, like, my 8th grade year, I literally passed all my classes with an A or a B.
Well, 'cause it was like
But
So
just
science was easy.
in middle school, it was like generic science. It was like basic things everybody should kind of know and will learn.
I learned, like, over stuff, like,
science
stuff
and
I should be
biology.
learning right now.
Biology is a part of science.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
they are the same thing, kind of, but it's a branch of science.
Yeah, it's an umbrella.
Yeah.
Science is an umbrella term, and biology is in there, but
Yeah, kind of the same thing. The
Oh
study
my
of.
god.
I'm so sorry.
No, when you started laughing, I was like, yeah, I know why you're laughing.
Science is the topic, but biology
I
is
get
the
it.
See, we're
subtopic.
learning every
Okay,
day.
yes, there you go. That's what you're learning a lot here.
Yeah.
So I know I asked this like 5 times already, but is there any other advice you'd want to give to freshmen?
I think that's it. I feel like
Yeah, I feel like that's
that I
it.
could think of right now. Put yourself first. Don't get back on your work, and just
Mhm.
try to be involved.
This is kind of on that general topic. If you could redo your freshman year, what would you change?
Getting involved more.
More?
Yeah.
I wouldn't get involved more. That's too stressful. I'm already involved enough. For me, I feel like I talk to a lot of upperclassmen. Like I don't talk to as many freshmen as I do upperclassmen. I talk to like the freshmen that I already know, but I haven't made new connections, which I feel like I would have went back and did that just to have those connections and like to know people of my age is a lot better, and I feel like it would make it a lot easier too.
Yeah.
Not too sure.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I can go off of what you said a little bit. Like I said, I was new here, so I knew maybe like 2 people from last year, but it was like online, so I never really saw their faces. And I knew my sister, so there's that. But other than that, I didn't know anyone else, and so I feel like I had every opportunity at the beginning of the year to make new friends and like find a really strong like group or a few friends. But I feel like I didn't take advantage of that enough, you know? And I feel like time kind of slipped away, and like now I'm looking back, I really wish I made more friends, especially people my age, because, you know, my senior year is next year, so I'm gonna, like, there's no seniors I can have as friends and like talk to every day at school, and then I don't want to like leave a bunch of underclassmen.
Yeah.
So I definitely say make friends. You don't be afraid to make friends.
Yeah. And like I said, I was nervous coming to McLean, But I feel like it just made it a little worse for me to not like know people my age. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
a good amount of people, and I guess people know me and I know them, but it's like I don't have a connection with them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
No,
that
I get that for
together.
sure. So, going back to the question, if you could redo freshman year, what would you guys change?
Oh, okay, now I remember. I would change, like I was saying, I would change me missing school, and like, I'll get it together. Like,
I think I say that about every school year. I tell myself, okay, if I were to redo it, I'd do my work. Then the next year comes around and I don't do my work.
you're right.
Well,
That's,
you learn
that's
new
how it
things.
feels like.
For me, it's like tomorrow, I promise I'm gonna pay attention in class. And then I end up sleeping or I just don't pay attention in class.
Oh my gosh, I have like 2 classes. I'll be wide awake before I step in the classroom, and I step in the classroom, I get so tired, and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know why it's only those 2 classrooms, and I'm like, I want to learn, I need to learn this stuff, but I don't know why I get tired in
That was my
those 2
seventh
classrooms
grade year.
specifically.
In English, I always fall asleep. Like,
I've
I'll
never-
be wide awake because it's 6th period, so like it's last, but I'll be wide awake, like, and the next thing you know, I'm like, wow.
In one of my classes, like, we're not allowed to sleep or else we'll get detention. And I remember one time, I was so tired. I don't remember why. But we were sitting down, and he was, like, on the board. He was writing something. And he turns around, and he looks directly at me. My eyes already closed. My head's over here, like, turned.
Oh, no.
And he says my name. I thought he'd seen that I was halfway asleep. He didn't. He asked if I had a charger for another student.
Oh, my
And I was like,
God.
how did he not notice I was literally, like, falling asleep, sitting up?
I've never fallen asleep in class before. Actually, maybe like once, but I think I'm blessed with good teachers then. I'm not even going to go that far, but we won't elaborate on that. Anything else you guys would change about this year?
I would change my friends, like a lot, because if y'all watching this, I'm sorry, but like, they just, I feel like friends put more pressure on you sometimes, like, because I don't know why. I just feel like they put a lot of pressure, and then like, because they want you to do this, but then you want to do this, but then like,
Yeah, I wouldn't say change friends, but like make sure you have a good set
Like,
of people
yeah.
behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Just, like even 1 or 2 people, like it's fine. You don't need this whole group of friends.
Mhm.
Like I feel like having a lot of like a big friend group makes it a little difficult. I know that I'm good with like 1 or 2 people behind me. I'm good. I know who my people are. I know who I could trust, and that just helped me.
Mm-hmm.
same.
I don't think it's even like just good people, but having that connection while, you know, they are a good person as well. Because I know some amazing people at this school, and I feel bad because I don't know how to make that connection with them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we're friends, but at the same time, at the end of the day, I don't know if I could comfortably go to you for certain things.
Yeah. This one, when you mentioned her earlier, Karen, I did soccer manager with her. I forgot how we met. It was really weird because I barely met her, and I started telling her a whole bunch of things, and she would tell me things back.
She's
and
amazing,
we're
for
like,
real.
oh yeah, you went through that too. I did this. Oh, that happened to you. This happened to me. And I was just so comfortable with her, like automatically, which was really nice. And like we could tell each other a lot of things, which is really nice because we connect with each other, and just knowing like somebody, like we go through a lot of the same things. It's really nice to connect, but sometimes it's hard to connect with certain people. But I'm lucky that I was able to connect with her so easily.
What was that question? I totally forgot. We keep going off on tangents. Is there anything you wanted to add, Katelin? I think it was redoing freshman year still?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I said I would like to get more involved because the thing that messed me up was when I had
Yeah.
a quarantine.
Oh, really?
I was so sad because like I couldn't get involved, and there was like the football games, and I
Aw.
needed my hours for leadership too.
They
So
didn't
then-
let you slide for that?
No,
Oh,
because
yikes.
once you're in quarantine, you have to be there for like 14 days.
That's another thing.
yeah.
It knocks me right. It brought
Yeah.
me right off. I was like, wow.
So yeah, that was the hardest thing for me to do.
I remember I had COVID once this school year, and it was the week of Halloween, and I was heartbroken.
Same.
Really? Quarantine at the same time. I was heartbroken. I couldn't come to school and see everyone's costumes and wear my own costume. I don't think I even had one, but I was still sad.
Oh, something I would have changed. I would have wore a costume on Halloween.
Really?
Everybody was wearing costumes outside, and what there was
Why
a
wouldn't
Pikachu.
you?
I don't know. I just felt like weird. I was like, I'm gonna be in a costume and I have to go to school all day. But like everybody was wearing costumes. There was Pikachu blew up a astronaut, a couple aliens. There was like
That's
a lot.
the
Everybody was
dinosaurs?
dressed up.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, they just like
It was
didn't care.
actually
It was really
fun.
nice.
Because the haunted house.
Oh yeah.
That was
fun.
the
Go.
favorite memory.
You should have. Oh my gosh,
one
that's.
Sorry.
It's okay, you have
No,
next
you
year.
go. I
Yeah,
was
one
gonna
of
say.
my. So sorry,
No,
Jewlisa.
next year. No, she said it.
Yeah,
She
next
said
year.
it, yeah.
One of my best friends is in leadership, and she kept typing up the haunted house. She was like, "You need to go to the haunted house next week. Next week we're gonna go to the haunted house. I'm gonna be working it. You need to go." And I was like, "Okay, I'll go." Then I quarantined, and I saw some of the pictures, and it looked so cute. So
Cute.
Scary.
It was
I'm so
really
sorry.
pretty. It's supposed to be scary. You're supposed to get scared and run out.
Oh my god.
I said that it was dark, but like for us, it was like it felt like
Your
so
eyes
much
adjusted?
light.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
We would complain
But
to
they
our
said
teacher.
that, like, yeah, we used to complain, like, turn the lights down, then be lower. But then the students would be like, no, it's too dark, it's too dark. So, like, our eyes was, like, already, but they couldn't see us, but we could see them very good. So, like, some of them was scared, like, you know, scary people. They be the main ones talking, oh, I'm not scared, but then they be the main ones scared.
That reminds me of when I first went. So when I first went inside the haunted house, I went with my friends, and then someone decided to scare us, and my friend fell.
fell in the haunted house.
Yeah, she fell inside the haunted house, and I didn't know she fell. So then I left her.
She just kept going.
Oh my god.
I left her, and so I ended up doing the haunted house by myself. And I didn't even know she fell, and then I felt so bad.
How long was it till you noticed she fell?
I didn't notice that she fell until after we were done, and she told me that she fell. And then that first day, I also ran into a table.
No,
my
same.
gosh.
I ran into, like, so, like, it's the barrel, the way the barrel was, it's like, it was seeming like it had a like body in it, but I used to always trip over the barrel, like scaring people. I used to always trip over it. Like I was like, wow.
Doing that haunted house, we ruined one of our tables. Like, you know, the folding
Oh, yeah, I
table?
remember that.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. It was.
There
It was
It
destroyed.
looked like somebody hit it with a baseball bat multiple times. It was a baby doll.
I have to be honest. I gotta be honest here. The girl I was talking about in leadership, she's the one that messed it up. She was the one. Yeah, she said she had to make loud noises, and she sent me a picture and everything. I was like, "How did you do that
Yeah, it
with a
looked-
doll?"
A plastic doll with a plastic head. It looks like it was hit
No,
like with
but
a baseball bat or something.
Yes, the table was destroyed.
Yeah.
Because
Like-
we were trying to bang, make the loudest noises ever.
What were you gonna say, Jeremiah?
I forgot.
Oh, sorry.
So sorry. What was the question? Redo freshman year.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god. Again?
I feel like we've been stuck on that question for like ever.
We were stuck on so many of the other questions. So we were talking about this question before, but if you could summarize your experience at McLean in one sentence, what would it be? Now that we've reflected on your guys' experience here at McLean, do you think you can summarize it in one sentence?
That's hard.
It's really
For me, it
For
was
sure.
It was actually exciting and fun, but at the same time overwhelming.
For sure. I think that's definitely something that I'd say. I'm so sorry. I keep cutting you guys
No,
off.
keep going.
I was gonna say if I could summarize my year with one sentence, it would definitely. I don't even know how to form it into a sentence, but some of the bullet points would be art venture, overwhelming, stress. I'm so sorry, Mr. Clifton. But extremely rewarding. Being involved, it's so stressful, but I think it's been so much fun this year. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna go off on a
No,
tangent,
it's fine.
but coming off of quarantining and doing nothing for like 2 years. In my freshman year, I didn't do anything. So coming off of that, I worked my first job last summer, and like that alone was super exciting. So doing something that I actually enjoy this year was so rewarding, and being able to put that on a resume or college application for the future, you know, like the experience, extremely rewarding, as well as how it's going to help me in the future. So stress was all worth it.
My sentence would like be like to myself, I guess. Like, I'm so proud of you for all you have done. Because this year I did so much.
I'm proud of
I
you
did
too.
So, like, thank you. That sounded so nice coming from somebody. Like, I feel like, yeah, that just like reflecting on the year, like a sentence to myself. Because I feel like I did so much and I didn't think I would be able to do that much and have that much on my plate. But I did it. And it was really fun and rewarding. And like to see everything come together. It was really nice.
My sentence? I feel like my sentence would be like, my first school year was like really fun, but like kind of stressful, but also like really rewarding because like we got to do so much things and like we got to have so much fun and get to meet new people, but like the schoolwork was like so stressful, but it's okay. Like I got to work through it. I'm pretty sure we all had that one moment and we all got to work through it. So
Yeah.
Jeremiah, what was your sentence again? I'm so sorry, I forgot it.
Did you forget it?
We're gonna have to check back and figure it out. But are you guys?
I remember. It was fun, but it was fun and exciting, but overwhelming. A lot.
For sure. I think that's a really good general way to put it, especially for people who are so involved. Which people should definitely get involved. Don't let the stress overwhelm you. You know, because in the end, it's extremely rewarding. That's why, like, I feel bad about putting so much emphasis on stress and being overwhelmed because I think we can all agree it's really rewarding.
Yeah, like the end result, like it just feels so nice seeing everything and like, oh my gosh, the other day I was going through my camera room, I was like, I did all this, and like I got so happy looking back on these pictures, and I take too many pictures, but it's so I can look back at them and get happy, and like there's just like so many great moments this year that I loved.
It's kind of bittersweet coming to the end, actually. Of the school year, I mean. So, kind of going off of that, what are you guys excited for next year? Like, what are you most looking forward to in the future? For, like, this doesn't even have to be school related. Just what are you looking forward to individually for your future?
Okay. Next year. Okay, I said I was going to take driver's ed this year, but I forgot the sign-up day.
Me
I
too.
forgot it was, I didn't put it in my calendar, but I guess I ignored the notification. But next year, December, I'm going to be 16. I could get my license. So next year, doing the classes, and I'm going to get my license. I'm going to do it. I'm telling myself. I'm not going to procrastinate on that.
I told myself that too, and here I am, 17 and a half, and I keep putting it off, but definitely, like, push yourself to do that.
Everything happens on our own time. So when we get there, we get there. It's perfect timing for all of us.
Yeah, I want to do that too. I want to go and get my license, and then I feel like I want to start working a little bit to like save money for college, and so yeah.
For sure. I'm always stressed about money. Like, my parents, we're not poor by any means. Like, we don't struggle with money, but
you can't just like go spending money on like everything, you know, like you have to like be reasonable with your money. I know what you mean.
I like I said, I had my first job, so I feel like I kind of learned the value of a dollar. And yeah, working is definitely something that I want to start doing again. However, I feel like Mr. Clifton won't let me. I'm always doing stuff. What about you, Jeremiah?
I'm already in driver's ed, so I'm working on like getting my license. So like I have life planned like out already, kind of. I kind of feel like, but oh my god, I want my license, like my license, and then a job, and then a car, and then college. But then I want to go to Houston, like University of Houston, like something like that. So in order for me to get there, I have to like go out there to see like if it's like, is it really what I want? Like, do I want to like restart this process all over with getting the driver's license, getting a job, and then on top of that paying rent? Like, so
Yeah, those things
that's
can
how I
be
feel.
stressful. This is, I feel like, a little bit off topic, but why Houston?
To be honest with you, I just want to like explore the world. Like I'm sick of California, Fresno, Sacramento, and well, like I'm so sick of all of this. But then, like me personally, I just want to be away from everyone, like family wise, friend wise, like just want to be me, like
No,
be
I get
myself
that.
for once without no one telling me, oh, why you want, like my family already telling me like, why you want to go to Houston? I'm like, because I feel like it's fun. Like me personally, like my auntie, like my grandma, she lives in Vegas, but like I don't want to, like I'm tired of Vegas too. Like I'm tired of all of
You're
that.
tired of Vegas. I wish I had that problem.
Me too. I've never even been to Vegas.
Vegas
Really?
is, it's fun, but like you have to be older.
You have
and
to be an adult.
It's boring. Like,
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
fun and boring at the same time. Like it depends, like what motel you go to, like all that. Like I've been to multiple motels out there. So like my favorite one so far was the Berkeley's Las Vegas, but then the Polo Towers is kind of good too because so the Berkeley is way funner. Like the pool, the gym, and it's like even though it's not on the roof like the Polo Towers is good too. But the Berkeley's like they have way more stuff, and then like parking. Like I've been everywhere. Like I swear I've been everywhere. Like Anaheim, I've been to the Great Wolf Lodge. I've been to it's this one motel called I forgot what it's called, but they like have a swimming area and everything. So I feel like I just want to explore the world.
I've been to downtown Fresno.
Me too. Me too.
Earlier, didn't you say NYU?
Yeah.
I've thought of that. Like Jeremiah said, I just want to get out of California, get out of Fresno. I want to like.
I'm
be
scared
on
of
my
rats
own
though,
to
so I
explore.
don't know if I'm will handle.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot of
like-
rats in New York.
Yeah, New York.
Yeah.
I've heard horror stories about people going to the movies and rats.
In the movie?
Yes, running
No,
across
no.
their feet like.
No, actually, I feel like I'm already used to that because, like,
Oh.
I'm not used to it, but they are kind of in because growing up, like, back in the day, like, my young age,
Back
like,
in the
we used
day,
to
we're
live.
not that old, Jeremiah. We're not that old. Don't say back in the day.
Right, like, a couple of years ago. We used to have rats, like, baby rats. Like, I don't know, one day, my
Oh,
uncle was getting his hair done, and the rat just went.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that story, Jeremiah.
Makes me more scared to go to New York.
Oh.
A college that I actually want to go to. I want to go to Europe. A college in Europe. Or
I'd love to study abroad.
yeah. Or if not, I want to go to a private school in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Oh, also I have my eyes on Las Vegas University too.
After he just said he started.
sorry.
I feel
I
like
feel like this is kind of to wrap things up a little bit. What do you guys kind of have somewhat of an idea of what colleges you want to go to, but what about like majoring? What do you want to major in? Like where do you see yourself as
Majoring?
workers?
I want to be in a medical field.
maybe
medical?
in medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's different branches. I'm not really sure on
No,
those
yeah,
yet. I have
there's-
to explore those.
Like
see what
I
I
want to
like.
be like I don't want to say a doctor's kind of. Well, it kind of is a doctor, but then like I don't want to like blood. Like I'll be like a surgeon. Like I kind of feel like that because I'm, to be honest, John. This might sound gross, but like I like the blood stuff. Like you know, like
We're all on the medical pathway, which is like we all have like this. We all share that interest. I've thought about like, what if like I am a doctor, but I feel like that's so much school,
Yeah.
and just like my family, like we're not doctors. We're not. we don't go to college for that long. We like do what's easy, you know. And I feel like it'll take a lot of work and a support. And I feel like my family, I don't know if they would really like support it that much, because we're not used to that. Like we're not used to like putting that much into school. So I'm like, to get out of that, you know, I want the best I can.
Okay.
what?
Nothing.
Okay.
Were you gonna say something?
Yeah. Like Jewlisa was saying, I kind of feel like that. Like, I kind of don't know, like, if I still want to go to college or not, but I do, because I'm going to be the first one in not my whole entire family. Like, there's, like, one person that really went to college. So I want to be that person, well, like, the next one to go to college. Like, I kind of feel like I want to do that. But then it's, like, 8 years of college. Like, I know, like.
Being first gen, though, it's really rewarding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big accomplishment.
And the whole generation, though, like, that's different.
It's something to be proud of, and
Yeah.
it's a good goal.
I think, like, for now, you guys are really young. You guys have a lot to be proud of. And I think you guys all have really bright futures ahead of you. So, to wrap things up here, do you guys have any last thoughts?
No.
No, I feel like we said a lot.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
also,
Yeah, you did.
And then
Oh,
it's
true.
kind of hard. I know I'm just talking, you guys know yours off, but I have like ROTC pathway 2 and MERA, so I kind of feel like I might like be a military, doctor, because like I can do that because I got both pathways. I know like how to do this stuff already, but then at the same time, like I want to do different things. So I think if I go like to the army like early, then I could probably retire early too, and then already like go do the other stuff, explore the world that I want to do.
If you go to the army, won't you get like free school and stuff like that?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
another
so
thing.
that's a
You
benefit.
get like scholarships. Well, me, I kind of like already signed up for one, like even though it's my freshman year. But like I signed up for, it's called this Black Student Union, like BSU. Yeah, like I got that. What you call it?
I don't know what you're
I
trying to
don't
say.
know. I
I'm
forgot.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Like I was saying, though, you guys are still young. You guys have so long to figure that out, and I wish you all the best. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here. It was so much fun talking to you guys. The time went by so fast. I'd love talking to you guys. So
you
hopefully
for
I
having
see you
us.
guys next year.
Thank you for having
You
us.
will see us
Thank
next
you.
year.
Yes, thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been McLanecast.
We're done? Okay.
Oh my god.